We are live. Welcome, guys, back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. I'm Tim Earle, and we've got 10 baseball games today. So a little bit of a smaller card because some teams get off Thursday and they'll be back tomorrow. But we do have a nice sized card. I also do already have a CFL and 5 WNBA plays up on the site already. If you guys want to check out those are on the picksandparleys.net website. And then anybody watching on ESB, they will be part of the card for the member only. So if you guys are interested in any of that, check out that stuff. Before we jump into today's card, we'll look back at yesterday. It wasn't a great day. The last 2 days have been kind of rough. I think I'm down like 8 or 9 units in the last 2 days. I'm still number one on the site. Just kind of a rough 2 days, but we're gonna bounce back. Yesterday, I'm gonna call it a bad beat because I had Tampa Bay run line, and they went into the top of the ninth inning, up 6-2. Oakland scores 3 runs. There goes my run line. At least San Diego held on to the run line. I thought I was going to lose that one too. San Diego run line game 1, they win 6-4. Nationals game 1 was not the case. Same as Detroit game 2. Should have flip-flopped them. San Diego game 2 loser. Mets game 2 winner. Angels game loser, and the Arizona run line loser. So down 3.66 units yesterday. It is what it is. We bounced back today. And we go from there. We'll go ahead and say hi to the chat. What's up, bro? What you got going today? Well, we'll find out. So let's go ahead and jump into today's card. This is the 1 noon game today. It's the Minnesota Twins and the Miami Marlins. Miami got their 8-game winning streak. What was it? 8-game winning streak? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 8-game winning streak snapped yesterday, losing 2-1 to the Twins. We got David Festa taking on Eduardo Perez. Festa this year for the Twins, 8 appearances, 7 starts, a 2-2 record, a 5.4 ERA in 36 2/3 innings pitched, 22 earned runs, 15 walks, and 38 strikeouts. On the opposite side, we got Eduardo Perez, who has pitched all of 4 times this year, and he's gone 12 innings, allowing 11 earned runs. Sorry, they don't have the numbers updated, so I have to do it in my head. 11 earned runs. I'm not overly concerned or interested in. I mean, he's been okay, but nothing crazy. I'm not a big Eduardo Perez person. Festa's got the pitching advantage, even ever so slightly. Both of them are righties. So we look at how these two teams are hitting versus righties. Minnesota 100 WRC plus, which is 18th in baseball. Miami 99 WRC plus. So 1 WRC plus advantage for the Twins. Hitting and pitching advantage for the Twins. We'll go ahead and take a look at where the line is moving, where it's going. And it's moved 2 cents towards the Miami Marlins, which is nothing. I'm not overly worried about that. And then considering that Minnesota's getting a little bit more on the handle, I guess it's a lean towards them, but I don't really want to trust that. I don't really trust either pitcher. The money's kind of telling me an over, but the line's moving towards the under. We're going to start off the day, just because it's the early game, doesn't mean you need to bet it. We're going to start off the day with a pass on the Twins and the Marlins. Perez over 1.5 walks. Perez has been, I could see that. I can. We'll go ahead and head to the next game. We got the Houston Astros and the Colorado Rockies. The Astros are minus 185 with a total of 11.5. We get Walter taking on Freeman. Brandon Walter this year for the Houston Astros, 5 starts, a 1-1 record, a 3.34 ERA in 29 2/3 innings pitched, 11 earned runs, 2 walks, and 30 strikeouts. He had 1 bad game where he allowed 7 earned runs in 6 innings to the Angels. Other than that, he's only allowed 4 earned runs in his other 4 starts. So that's not really half bad if you look at it. On the opposite side, you get Kyle Freeland, who has pitched in 14 games to a 1-8 record. And mostly, I'm looking at these losses. Most of them are by the run line. 73 and 2/3 innings pitched, so he's just going to eat innings. 42 earned runs, 14 walks, and 57 strikeouts. Pitching advantage does go towards Walter. We'll look at how these two teams hit. Both of them are against lefties. Houston, number 3 versus lefties in baseball, 121 WRC plus, only behind the Yankees and the Tigers. On the opposite side, you got the Colorado Rockies, who are tied for last, versus lefties. Kansas City is tied for the bottom with the Colorado Rockies, which is very interesting to see. So hitting and pitching advantage towards the Astros. Let's see if it's enough for us to want to get involved in taking Houston. We will. Let's go make sure that the line isn't stupid. Because if the line isn't stupid, I have a feeling that the line is probably a little bit too inflated. Can I get a 2? I would be interested in a 2.5. I can get a 2. I can get -2 at even money. I'm all right with that. I think the Astros win this one. I think they win it by a decent chunk. So let's go ahead and grab the -2 line here for the Houston Astros. So let's go ahead for Houston. We're going to grab the Astros -2 to start our baseball day. Now we look at the next game where we get the Tigers and the Nationals. The Tigers are -155 with a total of 9.5. We get Enns versus Irving. Enns has pitched one time this year, and he had a good start. Because I remember taking the Athletics during this game, and because I saw the Enns hadn't pitched in the majors since 2021. He went 5 shutout innings, allowing 1 hit. So he looked good. And I do expect him to, maybe go and have to pitch a little bit more. Keep in mind, these two teams played a doubleheader yesterday. So I remember when we looked at terms of players out, pitcher outs. I'm going to end up putting these up on Twitter for pitching props. And we're going to take the teams that play doubleheaders, we're going to take their pitchers over their outs in today's games just because you want to save bullpen. Ends is 14.5 at -120. On the opposite side, we get Jake Irving, who is sitting at 17.5. So we're going to actually bet some player props today. We're going to take those guys over their outs, and we're going to end up taking some in that Mets and Milwaukee game, and Philadelphia does not play today. So we're not going to be able to do anything in that game, but we'll be taking those. But let's look at the actual we looked at ends already. Irvin this year has been a consistent piece, although his ERA is a little bit higher than they want it to be, 4.73. He's had a couple of bad starts, including his last one where he allowed 8 earned runs to the Angels. Granted, the Nationals still won that game 15-9. 17 starts for him, 6-3 record with that 4.73 ERA, 99 innings pitched, 52 earned runs, 30 walks, and 71 strikeouts. Pitching advantage, I'm going to give to Irving just because Enns has only pitched once since 2021. So I'm going to give it to Irving. We look at Nationals versus lefties, which is 89 WRC plus. Tigers versus righties, which is 110. Tigers have the hitting advantage, so we split that one 50-50. We look at the line movement now and see where it's going. The line is moving towards the Washington Nationals. Detroit's gone from 155 to 140. So that's an interesting line movement there. And with all the money coming in on Detroit, we are going to go ahead and grab the Nationals in this one. I'm not going to touch anything with the total. I'm going to grab the Nationals at plus 126. And we're going to roll with that. We pitched. I'm going to go ahead and all right, there we go. Just wanted to get that in there. Nationals plus 126. Isaac Paredes over his total bases. I'm taking that Houston -2. Yes, Houston -2 today. I'm all aboard. Supness, what's up, Lex? Nationals first run line first 5. I like the Nationals in general, so yes, I will agree with the Nationals. Here we go. This game is for first place in the American League East. The New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays. Yankees -125 with a total of 8.5. We get Clark Schmidt taking on Chris Bassett. Clark Schmidt in this one, he's pitched 13 times this year to a 4-4 record, a 3.09 ERA, 75 and 2/3 innings pitched, 26 earned runs, 28 walks, 72 strikeouts. On the opposite side, you got Chris Bassett, who has pitched more this year. He's pitched in 17 games to a 7-4 record, a 4.29 ERA. He is coming off of getting bombarded by the Boston Red Sox, but 4.29 ERA, 94 and 1/3 innings pitched, 45 earned runs, 25 walks, and 93 strikeouts. I know it sounds crazy. I am going to give the pitching advantage to Chris Bassett, and it's just because I feel like he's been a little bit stronger of a pitcher, more reliable of a pitcher this year. Yes, he's going to have his blow-up starts. I think it's a good bounce-back spot for him. I am going to give the pitching advantage to the Blue Jays. It's okay because the hitting advantage is going towards the Yankees. They're hitting 119 WRC+. Toronto is hitting 105. So both of them above average hitting versus right-handed pitching. We go ahead and we look at the line movement in this one. And the lines moved. The lines kind of not moved. If anything, it opened up at 125, and it's at 123. So lines moved slightly towards Toronto. So nothing crazy there. And with all the money on the Yankees, I'm kind of interested in Toronto, although I'm not going to end up pulling the trigger on it. I was not on them the first 2 games, so I'm going to end up staying off them here just because I'm not going to jump on the wagon now. It's a lean towards the Jays, but no bet for me. Yankees have been playing really bad baseball. I believe they're 6-13 their last 19 games, which I know not a lot of people are not hearing about all that much because somebody else is doing bad and everybody talks about them. But Yankees have not been playing well. Jays sweep. I hope so. It'd be great to see the Yankees in second place in the division. That would be hilarious. We'll go from one New York team to the other. We got the Milwaukee Brewers and the New York Mets. The Mets are -150 with a total of 8 in this game. Jose Quintana and David Peterson. Quintana, the former New York Met, has pitched in 11 games this year to a 6-2 record, a 3.3 ERA, 60 innings pitched, 22 earned runs, 27 walks, and 41 strikeouts. Just not enough, really. I mean, he's had 11 starts, so injury took him out for a little bit. On the opposite side, you got David Peterson, 16 starts, 5-4 record, 3.3 ERA, 95 and 1/3 innings pitched, 35 earned runs, 33 walks, and 83 strikeouts. David Peterson has the pitching advantage in this one. I strongly believe that. He's been better through more this year. And then in terms of hitting advantage, the Milwaukee Brewers actually have the hitting advantage, 100 WRC plus compared to the 93 WRC plus versus lefties. So it's split down the middle in this one. In terms of line movement, lines moved towards the Mets, although I'm kind of checking through all the books, and a lot of them don't really have much line movement. So all the books have the line moving towards the Mets. I kind of lean Mets. I would have to run line it here. After their bounce back spot yesterday, I'm going to grab the Mets here. I can get a decent price, probably 135, 140. I can get plus 140 with the Mets. I'm going to grab the Mets run line here with David Peterson. Boom. Mets run line plus 140. Bombers Yankees 2-game parlay. Aren't the Bombers and the Yankees the same thing? Brewers money line. No. Let's keep on rolling. We got the Atlanta Braves hosting the LA Angels. We got the Braves minus 150 with a total of 9. Soriano taking on Edler. Soriano this year, dude, he's been pretty solid for an Angels pitcher. 17 starts, a 5-5 record, 3.99 ERA. He was involved in that 15-9 game with the Nationals, where he allowed 8 earned runs in 4 innings. So his ERA is a little bit ballooned from that. 97 innings pitched, 43 earned runs, 45 walks, 84 strikeouts. I will tell you now, he's got the pitching advantage over Bryce Edler, who has not been good. Edler this year, 13 starts, a 2-5 record, a 5.82 ERA, 68 innings pitched, 44 earned runs, 24 walks, and 57 strikeouts. And he was involved in that 13-0 Phillies win over the Braves in their last game. So pitching advantage 100% towards the Angels. Hitting advantage is that more toward hitting advantage will be towards the Braves. 101 WRC plus versus 99, so slightly towards the Braves. So split that one down the middle too. In terms of line movement, line has moved 3 cents towards the Angels, and the line's moved 5 cents towards the under. In terms of where the money's coming in, more of the money's coming in on the Braves, and the line's moving towards the Angels. I'm going to grab the Angels here, especially after their ugly game yesterday. I am not a Bryce Edler guy, so I think that the Angels hit Edler hard. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Angels here in this one. We'll keep on rolling. We got 4 games left. We got the Guardians and the Cubs. The Cubbies are minus 145 with a total of 8.5. You get Luis Ortiz taking on, I believe it's Cade Horton. Luis Ortiz is here. 4.4 ERA and 16 starts, a 4.9 record. But when you're pitching, he's pitching for the Guardians, so I can't really use that excuse of, when you're pitching for a certain team. No. 88 and 2/3 innings pitched, 43 earned runs, 42 walks, and 96 strikeouts. He's been okay. It's been solid enough for a back of the rotation guy. Whenever you can get a back of the rotation guy in the mid 4s, fine. Cade Horton this year, a 4.8 ERA, but that's in 9 games, 8 starts, a 3-2 record, 45 innings pitched, 24 earned runs, 14 walks, and 33 strikeouts. He is coming off letting up 7 earned runs in his last start in 4 innings versus the Astros. In terms of pitching advantage, I'll probably give it to Luis Ortiz, so slightly. He's got they're about the same numbers wise, and Luis Ortiz has pitched a little bit more this year, so we'll give it to him. It's all right because the hitting advantage 119 going towards the Cubs, and Guardians are pretty low down at 93. So it's split. Pitching advantage Cleveland, hitting advantage Cubs. And in terms of line movement is going towards Cleveland. It's gone from 136 to 130. Line's also gone from 8.5 at minus 110 to 8.5 at minus 105 for the over. We look at the money where that's coming in. 78% of the bets, but only 63% of the money is coming in on the Cubbies, which is very interesting that the line's moving towards the Guardians. I am going to take the Guardians here. I'm going to take some dogs today. I kind of like it in getaway spots. So let's go doggies here. I'm going to grab the Guardians. I can get them at plus 130. Right? 130 is the best number I can get. Yep, according to ESPN Bet. So we're going to take the Guardians here versus the Cubbies. Advantage towards Cleveland. All right, let's keep on rolling. We got the San Francisco Giants and the Arizona Diamondbacks. We've got the Giants at slight pick'em favorites. Robbie Ray and Brandon Fatty. But Robbie Ray this year has been outstanding. I will give him that. And I wouldn't be surprised if he was one of the representatives for the San Francisco Giants this year in Atlanta. 17 starts, an 8-3 record, a 2.75 ERA in 98 in the third innings pitched, 30 earned runs, 38 walks, and 110 strikeouts. Robbie Ray has been low-key, under the radar, amazing this year. On the opposite side, you got Brendan Pfaadt, who has not been good. A 5.38 ERA in his 17 starts. At least he's eating innings. He's 85 and a third this year, 8-5 record. 51 earned runs, 20 walks, and 72 strikeouts. And pitching advantage 100% towards Robbie Ray in this one. Hitting advantage, I'm going to guess it's going to go towards Arizona. Arizona versus lefties, 99 WRC plus, which is 11th in baseball. San Fran versus righties, 100. Sorry. So I'm actually going to reverse that and say it is going to go towards the Giants for both hitting and pitching advantage. In terms of line movement, we've got the line moving from dog to favorite for the Giants today with the money coming in on them. So we are going to be on San Fran. I kind of want to take an alternative line, not an alternative line, a run line here, if I can get a good enough number. I can get plus 145 on the run line. I'm going to go ahead and grab the San Francisco Giants on the run line here, plus 145. All the advantages line up. Robbie Ray's been awesome. And so far, if I had to have a best bet for today, it is going to be the San Francisco Giants. So, San Fran, run line. D-backs, nope. Nope, I am not on the D-backs today. Not at all. 2 games left. We get the Kansas City Royals taking on the Seattle Mariners. Seattle's a minus 120 favorite with a total of 7.5. Good pitching matchup here, as we got Seth Lugo taking on Brian Lugo for the Royals. 15 starts, a 5-5 record, a 2.74 ERA, and 88 2/3 innings pitched, 27 earned runs, 27 walks, and 76 strikeouts. Don't be surprised if he's on the move at the deadline. And did they actually just switch it on me? Okay, who is pitching for the who is pitching for Seattle? Because I just refreshed when I went back to the thing. It's showing me Logan Evans now. I got Brandon Wu on MLB. What do we got on BetOnline? Because I know BetOnline always has the starting pitchers. They have Logan Evans. All right, now we're getting annoying. I'm gonna go with Logan Evans here. Oh, now it's telling me Wu again. All right, please make up your mind. Oh, if it's, either way, I'm going to give the pitching advantage to Lugo. If it's Brandon Woodday, 16 starts, a 7-4 record, 2.93 ERA, 33 earned runs, 17 walks, 96 strikeouts, and 101 innings. If it's Logan Evans, which, no, I'm seeing Wu now. Okay. I am going to give the pitching advantage to Lugo ever so slightly. Although it's a really good pitching matchup here. Both of them with ERAs under 3. In terms of hitting wise, Kansas City, one of the worst in baseball, 86 WRC plus. Seattle is actually up at 113, so hitting advantage towards Seattle. We look at the line movement in this one. Line's gone from minus 145 to minus 120 for Seattle. So Kansas City's getting all the money now. Line's moving up. I'm going to be taking Kansas City in this matchup just because I like the spot for them. Can I get there we go. I'm going to take Kansas City here. I'm going to back Wu. No, I'm sorry, not Wu. Lugo. Against whoever is pitching for Seattle. It doesn't really matter. Pitching advantage goes towards Lugo anyway. So we're going to go ahead and grab Kansas City. Pitching and market. Edge to KC. We're taking the Royals plus 114 today. It's a doggy day. It's a doggy day in the MLB, guys. I like it. Let me pull back up my stream. There it is. Chat kind of quiet today. That's fine. We got one more game. And that's the Chicago White Sox and the LA Dodgers. The Dodgers sitting at minus 280 with a total of 9. We get Aaron Savali, which is another guy that could get traded. Versus Dustin May. Savali this year, since coming over to the White Sox, 3 starts, 4.5 ERA, 16 innings pitched, 8 earned runs, 9 walks, and 10 strikeouts. With Milwaukee, he had a 1-2 record in 5 starts with a 4.91 in 22 innings pitched, 12 earned runs, 6 walks, and 19 strikeouts. He's been meh this year. He demanded a trade. I don't know why he's not pitching all that well. On the opposite side, you got Dustin May, 15 starts, 4-5 record, 4.68 ERA, 82 2/3 innings pitched, 43 earned runs, 32 walks, and 75 strikeouts. Pitching advantage does go towards the Dodgers, and guess what? It's not going to be a surprise. So does the hitting advantage, because the Dodgers are number 1 in baseball hitting against right-handed pitching, 123 WRC plus. Chicago White Sox are second to last against righties with 77 WRC plus. So huge hitting and pitching advantage towards the Dodgers. I don't have a lot of line movement though. DraftKings has a lot more line movement. Where the lines opened up at like 310, it dropped all the way down to like 240, 220, and it's back up to 300. I'll be honest, it's probably Dodgers here. I'm probably going to grab the Dodgers if the line isn't ridiculous, which I have a feeling the line is going to be ridiculous. I'm not laying 2.5 runs, and I'm not laying minus 130 on a run line. So I'm actually going to pass on this game to end the night. This one is an ugly game, but this one is going to be a stay away spot to end the MLB card, which is fine because I look at today and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 MLB games in 7 MLB plays in 10 games. So I'm totally okay with that. Sounds like a good card to me. So that is going to wrap it up. I will say I'm not sure about a show tomorrow just because I think we're leaving early to go do stuff. So I'll keep you guys updated on that, but probably no show tomorrow on 4th of July. So we'll see from there. But that's going to do it for this edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. I will see you guys next time with some more baseball.